A swing and a drive to deep right, away, way back, gone to the second deck. Oh my goodness! I think he's out of it. Wow!
This was one of the most electric games of baseball I have ever seen in my life, and if you missed the Tom Hamilton calls, definitely go check them out. Josh Naylor broke out of his slump in a big way. Pitchers will not pitch to Jose Ramirez, and what David Fry is consistently doing almost doesn't even feel real. The Guardians beat the Rockies in a 13-7 game in what felt like a home run derby. And the craziest thing about this season is that the starting pitching hasn't even been that dominant. The Guards have just become one of the best hitting teams in the league. They hit for both balance and power, and really, the timing of their hits is the biggest change from this season compared to last year. In this video, I want to talk about everything that's been going on with this team, how they've been able to stay so red hot, and I want to recap the recent win. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are now on the road to 30k subscribers, and with your support, I believe we can get there super fast. So the game started out in the top of the first inning with an Andres Gimenez single. He stole second, and then Jose Ramirez hit a home run 413 feet to deep right center to make it 2-0. This dude is just truly unbelievable. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, give the man MVP, he deserves it, and he is so underappreciated. In the top of the second inning, Kyle Manzardo doubled to deep right. It is so nice to see him finally start to get going, and man, if he can get hot, this team is really going to be dangerous up and down the lineup, and pitchers won't know what to do. In the bottom of the third, Chris Bryant homered 431 feet to deep left to score 2 runs to tie the game up at 2. But then, in the top of the fourth, David Fry singled to center, Kyle Manzardo reached on Chris Bryant's fielding error, Will Brennan walked, then Bo Naylor hit a sacrifice fly to score Fry, and then Gabriel Arias hit another sacrifice fly to score Manzardo to make it 4-2. It was just perfect execution. But it wouldn't take long for the Rockies to respond because they tied it up right after again with a 2-run home run. But then the Guardians would respond right back, and this is when things got wild. Jose doubled to deep right center, Josh Naylor homered on a very high pop fly to finally break out of his slump, and then Kyle Manzardo singled to right center to make it 7-4. But then in the bottom of the 6th, with Nick Sandlin coming into the game, Charlie Blackmon singled to right center to score a run, then Montero scored on a wild pitch, then Blackmon scored to tie things up at 7. But after that, it was all guards, and Tom Hamilton had some of the most electric calls of the season so far. David Fry hit a 3-run homer to deep left, scoring Josh Naylor and Jose Ramirez, and then in the top of the 8th, Josh Naylor hit a towering 441-foot blast to deep right to score Jose and Gimenez to make it 13-7. This was the one that officially took Naylor out of the slump, and I can't wait to see what he does moving forward now that he finally has the hump off his back. So yeah, looking at the final stats from the game, Gimenez went 2 for 4, Ramirez was 2 for 3 and had a home run, and really, he didn't see any good pitches, and you know he's red hot when he's laying off of close pitches. Josh Naylor was 2 for 4 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, David Fry was 3 for 5, he had 3 RBIs, man, this dude is just nuts, and Kyle Manzardo was also 3 for 5 with an RBI. Like I said, man, top through bottom, this batting lineup is just hitting, and when someone goes cold, another hitter steps up in their place. Jose Ramirez seriously does deserve some MVP talk. I know it's still super early in the season, but he leads the league in RBIs by a landslide. And the bullpen overall has just been so dominant all season. I know it's Coors Field, so the ball flies, so it was a different story today, but Cade Smith has been absolutely lights out, and I heard there's a few more prospects in the minors waiting to come out that also can shut it down. The Guardians have now won 13 of their last 15, and more importantly, the Royals are finally starting to show that they're human again. They lost 3 straight, so the Guards' lead in the Central is now 3.5 games, and they have a few more easy ones coming up, so they're looking to expand that even more. One of the main reasons for the Guards' success so early in this season has been Austin Hedges, and it isn't talked about enough. Last year, when he wasn't on the team, you could just tell things were off, and the locker room chemistry just wasn't there. But this year, he's back, and man, there's just joy all around this team, and you can just see it reflect on the field with how they play. That's really all I have to say for this video. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on what the Guardians are doing right now. And if you made it to this point and enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram because I'm starting to post on there every single day. And until next time, I will see you all later.